In this demonstration, you'll learn how to create an ad hoc page for your DiveTab site. An ad hoc page lets end users perform queries on the fly, just as other page types do, but offers those end users greater flexibility in configuring the queries. For example, ad hoc page users can choose which dimensions are available for diving on, and can dive on dim count values in special columns not available with other page types. An ad hoc page has a tabular structure with one or more dimensions on the left, dim count columns, called dive dimension columns, in the middle, and one or more summary columns on the right. Let's take a closer look at the dimension column. Using the context menu for this column, you can sort the column, find values in the column, and switch dimensions. Now let's look at the dive dimension columns. You can collapse and expand the dive dimension columns by clicking or tapping the chevron. You can also click or tap a value in the dive dimension columns to dive deeper into the data. For example, we can see that the Far West sales region, like all the sales regions, has sold products in all 9 product families. Let's break out the Far West sales data by product family by clicking or tapping that number 9. The dimension column now lists all 9 product families, and the numbers in the dive dimension columns now show how the values break down by product family. For example, if we look at the cream entry in the list of products, we see that 59 customers have purchased cream from members of the Far West sales team, and that cream accounts for $3,082,549 of the total shipments. Notice also that a breadcrumb trail has appeared above the data area, showing us the choices we've made in our dive and allowing us to back up to a previous point in that dive. Let's back up to the beginning. The Edit option on the Options menu lets users choose the dimension that appears on the left or add additional dimension columns on the left to create a multi-column display. The Edit option also allows the user to choose which summary columns to display. The available dimensions and available summaries are defined in the script and do not have to be initially visible on the ad hoc page. Now let's take a look at the DiveTab script for this page. Our ad hoc page is defined in a DiveTab script called monthlyrevenue.divetab. Let's look at the script a few lines at a time. Workbench automatically generates the first few lines of a script when you create a script using the command File, New DiveTab Module. We made 3 edits here. First, we changed the default data area ID from Data Area 1 to something more meaningful, Monthly Revenue. Second, we added the title tag, which creates a title for the button that links to the page. And third, we added the icon tag to specify the icon we want to display on the button. The Sections tag adds the ad hoc page to the list of pages you can access with the Sections button. Now let's look at the next few lines of script. The ad hoc page tag specifies the type of data area you're creating and dictates the types of operations the user can perform with the remaining elements in the code block. Let's look at the dimension tag here for a moment as an example. You can specify dimension tags in many different types of data areas, but each dimension tag will enable a slightly different set of functions depending on the type of data area in which it is defined. We'll look at the dimension tag again in a moment. For now, let's go back to the title tag. The title tag specifies the title that will appear at the top of the DiveTab page. The C-Plan tag specifies the location of the data you want to display on the page. The remaining tags let you indicate which parts of the C-Plan, which dimensions and summary columns the user can display on the page. The dimension tag specifies the dimension that appears on the page by default, meaning each time the user accesses the page. The name that follows the dimension tag is the column name of the dimension in the C-plan. In this case, the column name Product Family. The available dimension tags specify the dimensions the user can add to the tabular view using the Edit option on the Options menu. The user can either swap out the current selected dimension with one of the available dimensions, or add one or more available dimensions to the selected dimensions box to create a multi-column display. The dim count dimension tags play a dual role on the ad hoc page. First, they specify which dimensions appear in the Dive Dimension section of the page, in other words, in the columns with the yellow headings. Second, they specify which dimensions the user can switch to in the Dimension column on the far left. Now let's look at the final lines in our script. The Text tag specifies the text you want to use as the heading for a summary column, and the Column tag specifies the column in the C-plan that contains the summary data you want to display. In our example, the summary column has the heading 2021 Shipments, and the data in that summary column comes from column B2021 in the C-plan. The Value Format tag specifies how the values in the summary column appear on the page. In our example, the Value Format tag results in values that contain $signs and use the comma as a thousands separator. One last note about how one script connects with another. The script for the main menu was the first script we created for our DiveTab site and is the script that opens when we open our site. To give users access to the ad hoc page, we must include a reference to the ad hoc page in the script for the main menu. Notice that the script includes an import area tag that specifies the path name of our ad hoc page, monthlyrevenue.divetab. With this tag, the main menu script has access to the ad hoc page, which in turn enables users to access the data on the page. So those are the script elements that let you create an ad hoc page for a DiveTab site.